All right, we're going to do a little chapter 1 review here for the quiz. Just going through the vocab, and then we're going to try to make this work. I forgot a compass. We're going to use a paper clip today. Let's see how this goes. All right. So first thing we're going to do is go through the words. So the vocab, you're going to need to know for tomorrow centroid. Remember, centroid is where the medians of the triangle intersect. So the medians, remember, goes from the opposite vertex, and it cuts to the across to the other side, and it cuts this side in half. So you can see AE here, okay, is cutting side BC in half, BF is cutting side AC in half, and CD is cutting side AB in half. So that is the centroid. In center is where the angle bisectors meet, okay? So remember the angle bisectors cut through and they form the in center, okay? And we can see that both sides of the angles here are equal, and that's why that one is the in center. Circumcenter is where the perpendicular bisectors meet, okay? So what we're looking for is we're looking for perpendicular lines, so they got to have the right angles, and they're cutting the sides in half. So that would be letter J. And the orthocenter, you don't have to know this. That's the altitudes, okay? So we're looking for the 90-degree angles, but not bisecting the side here. So that's M. Okay, perpendicular bisector has to form perpendicular 90-degree angles and then cut one of the lines in half, as opposed to B. This is not cutting in half, okay? You guys can see that one out there. That's the one from before with the altitudes, okay? So E is going to be the perpendicular bisector here. The median is a line that cuts from the vertex to the opposite side and cuts this side in half. So that's the picture for F. The altitude goes from the opposite side, the vertex, and hits the opposite side and forms a 90-degree angle, okay? Remember, altitude, perpendicular, okay? Angle bisector, remember, cuts through an angle and cuts it into two congruent angles. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a triangle either. I can have an angle drawn, cut this line between, mark those two as congruent, and this is also an angle bisector, okay? That's G. Midpoint is going to be down here, so you can see the point in the middle that cuts this segment into two congruent pieces. That's L. Perpendicular is where we get here for B, so you can see we get 90-degree angles. We're not cutting the lines necessarily in half, so that's the answer we want there. Number 11, we got scalene triangle, is when all the sides are different, so that's when you have the 3 different slashes, as opposed to here where they're all the same, or the one here that has 2 the same and 1 different, okay? So scalene is going to be D. Equilateral is the K right here that has all the same. And then the isosceles is the 2 that are the same and the 1 different. And that's A. All right. On to page number 2. And this one we're doing the equilateral triangle. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your compass points, okay, here. All right, let me freeze that so we can get that box to come up anyway. And then over here, all right, and we're going to swing 2 arcs. So this isn't necessarily going to work. I'm going to draw a shorter one so that I can use my compass, a paper clip. Good times. All right, so we're going to draw a circle around using this point here, okay, going up that way, and then we're going to switch, okay, so here, get over here, going up that way, all right. So this segment, going all the way across, we're putting the sharp points here, we're making our 2 circles, and then where the 2 circles meet, right there, we're drawing with our straight edge, okay, our ruler, we're drawing those lines back, and that makes an equilateral triangle. Perpendicular bisector, okay, same thing. We put our sharp point on this point right here, okay, we pick a point that's more than halfway, and then we draw our circle, or at least the half circle here, okay. We switch to the other end point. All right, we draw our half circle again, okay, and then where these 2 circles meet, line down the middle, and that's the perpendicular bisector, okay? Construct a line perpendicular